We're gonna do a bunch of upgrades on the chopper, get it ready to hit the streets, and we're giving away this brand spanking new Beta 390RR Race Edition. This thing is beautiful, and it has about that many miles on it.
We just got a bunch of new merch in the store. Red, white, and blue, getting prepared for Independence Day. And the coolest Monster Chopper shirt ever just dropped. Every $5 spent gets you an entry to win this brand new bike. And it can be made street legal, super easy. We've already ordered the street legal kit, so it's a double whammy. Awesome dirt bike in the trails, super fast, and road legal.
Next up on the list is trying to make this fender less floppy. It hasn't really been an issue. It doesn't cause any problems. I just don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out another one of these, this long fin here, and see if I can find a way that I like to mount it over here, possibly to this shock bolt or near that shock bolt. There's my new fender brace with a small protrusion. That's a lot of metal to waste if it fails. On the plus side, it'll look really cool on this, hanging on the wall. This worked out fairly well considering everything, but it ended up being just about half an inch too far down the fender. You can tell partly because this tip hangs over the edge of the fender, and then just if you look at it, it's not quite aligned. And I can't live with that. So this is gonna become wall art. And I've redesigned it. It looked basically the same, it's just half an inch skewed. So, get ready to cut that out. Yeah, looks more like it. Adding one more hexagon on here to keep this from bending. So with just the two, when it falls over, it kind of bends. Now that I've had a little bit of time to look at it, I really like the way it looks. There's still a little bit of asymmetry because of this brace or this attachment point versus that side, but it's more symmetrical. And technically speaking, we added more weight to the light side of the bike, so that's a win. The time has come. Well.
I gotta drive the Monster Chopper.
I hit my bike behind Ethan's truck, that way, you get out of control.
I'm still gonna find
You'll hit my truck and not the bike.
Yes.
You'll hit a $60,000 truck instead of a $4,000 motorcycle.
Exactly.
If I hit your motorcycle, I'd just go right over it in this thing.
When we were hanging out with Brady, we were talking about Sturgis and stuff, and he's like, oh, you should just enter it in the hooligan division of flat track races. I was like, yeah, but like, I'd be really slow. He's like, it doesn't matter. If you get the whole shot, no one's gonna pass you. It's like, you can just tell everybody, listen, you're in front of me, I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna run you over. I'm not gonna hit you, just speed bump, run you over. Just be warned.
Yeah. Ethan makes it look so easy, but when Brady was on it, it didn't look very easy. So, I'm just gonna treat it not like a motorcycle, I'm gonna drive it like a grind hard machine. I'll just try it. Try to forget everything I know about motorcycles.
getting it. Nope.
That fence is a freaking magnet. He was telling me he was going to treat it not like a motorcycle. He was going to treat it like a grind hard machine.
Well, that's accurate. If that's what it is.
You kind of gotta steer the steering wheel a lot more
Yep.
than you think. It is like a motorcycle, but everything's a lot bigger. The minute you get the speed going, it acts like a normal motorcycle. Turning around, still haven't gotten the hang of it. There's a lot of work. I had to keep like shaking my hands. It's really hard to get into neutral. So I was like jamming my hand on this, turning around like, whew. Yeah.
Y'all good, Will?
It seems as though the fan switch is not working.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
I saw it boil over right before you hit the puddle.
Need a third hand? Oh, nope.
That is so fun.
It's a good time, huh?
Yeah, good time.
So,
Riding the monster chopper gives me so much more respect for watching you drive it around.
you're doing pretty good though. I mean,
Yeah.
you made it through the woods here and around the corner and
Yeah.
through the puddle and over the river and
down
through the
the-
woods to grandmother's house we go. And now I've got these beautiful shiny billet levers because this one's broken, that one's ugly. I'm gonna swap those out, and they have they're foldy and they even have adjustable length if you need more leverage.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And they say KTM on them, and they're orange.
Yeah, that Papa Orange is going to be nice there.
The way you said that, I heard Papa Orange, not Pop of Orange. Summer is finally here in North Idaho, and it's very important to stay hydrated. So I'm doing that with the sponsor of this week's video, Element. Element is a sugar-free electrolyte drink mix, and it's a great way to stay hydrated without all the sugar and other weird ingredients that are in traditional sports drinks and electrolyte drinks. There's a ton of different flavors of Element to choose from, and I really like how not sweet this is. I think this mango chili is my favorite flavor so far. Since we got Element in the shop, I've definitely been feeling way more hydrated. We've got some cans in the fridge. We got the little powder mixes. Element is born from the growing body of research revealing that optimal health outcomes occur at sodium levels 2 to 3 times government recommendations. Each stick pack delivers a meaningful dose of electrolytes free of sugar, artificial colors, and other dodgy ingredients. And you can get a free Element sample pack today with any drink mix purchase when you use our link drinkelement.com/grindhard. The sample pack has one of every flavor, so you can try them all out. And if you don't like it, it's risk-free. Just give it away to a salty friend, and Element will give you your money back, no questions asked. That's drinklmnt.com/grindhard, or click the link below to get a free sample pack with any drink mix purchase.
Stay salty, friends.
I've been plagued with battery issues on this thing ever since we started because I used too small of a battery. So we got a much better battery here from Optima that is still lithium. It's still very, very small, but it's just slightly bigger and it has way more capacity. And it also has a really cool feature where if it drains below a certain number of volts, it turns itself off. But then when you turn it back on, it'll always have enough juice to still start the engine. I have to figure out exactly where I'm gonna mount that and make a new tray for it. Well, that's one start. I think I figured out why this battery didn't work. No hexagons.
Ah, I see you're remedying that.
Yep. Yep. All of the hexagons. Man, I've been doing a lot of road trips and stuff. It's been a minute since I've done this. I've had hexagon withdrawal. Battery even came with some foamy stuff to pack it into its tray with. Look at that.
Wow, that's like perfect now.
Yeah. That's great. A little vibration dampening there. It's gonna be mint.
That's looking good.
Yeah. How to do the trick. Deburring action here. Nice. Another thing crossed off the list. Now, I think one of the last little things I want to make is a little bracket thing that goes somewhere in the nether regions of this machine. That'll hold a taillight and a license plate, because the goal is to make it street legal so I can ride it to Sturgis.
We have our first ever grind hard poster
Only took us 6 years.
designed by one of the founders of Swamp Fest.
Oh, that's
Talked about on our podcast.
Yup.
It's so premium.
I like how it's a skeleton, but it still somehow looks like me.
Yeah, isn't that sick?
That's pretty impressive.
These just came out. They're in our store. And if you want to enter a giveaway, have a chance of winning a dirt bike, and get a sweet poster. You know what they say? If you're not rubbing fender, you're not wheeling.
Yep. Well.
Sandpoint Marine Motorsports. Oh, this is Jessica.
Hi Jessica, this is Edwin. I got that beta this morning.
Yes.
Could I order a new rear fender for that bike?
Already?
Already, yes. Next, we need to meet Ethan's new puppy and Mad Max the Tesla just that much more. And then we're headed straight back to make the monster chopper road legal.
Einstein.
It's a new puppy.
He's staying with us for the day.
You're gonna be best friends with Bjorn and Fred. Oh my god, you're so cute, bud. Oh, and we're putting new lights on the Tesla at SMS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New lights, new puppy.
Moving up in
It's a good day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff from Diode Dynamics.
What do you think, Einstein? You ready to meet some more people?
You ready to meet more people, bud?
He's got a little bit of stranger danger at the
Yeah, it's
He did this to me. He's
It's
like, I don't know
okay.
Come on, Einstein.
Wow, Milo's car looks awesome with a mountain bike on it.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you guys doing over here?
We're just sniffing electronics to tell if they're cooked or not. For some
It has
reason,
a
the
really
car seems
distinct
to be-
odor.
The car seems to be cooking these headlight controllers.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't smell
so
good.
this one, this one we've never plugged in, and it smells nice. The ones we've plugged in smell not great.
Yeah.
You're like holding it to the camera to see if it smells. Like,
Well,
"Hey, guys,
it's so
can you
that the
smell
people
this?"
watching it can imagine. Like, I promise you, at least half the people behind that can know exactly what we're talking about with the smell.
Probably.
Last resort.
Mine's called kinetic persuaders.
Last
resort.
do things so professional, and then we just come in here and...
This was Lucas's idea.
That is true.
You're not supposed to tell.
Einstein, cover your ears. All right. Snippy, snippy.
The nice thing with these is they're a combo lens. So each light pod has 6 flood optics and 3 spots. So you get a ton of scene light right around the front of the vehicle, but then you actually get some range out of them too.
I just like them because they have hexagons.
I knew you would. And the link kits actually are curved, so you can actually assemble them in a way so that the bar is curved.
Oh.
So you can get an arc on them, get
Yeah.
more coverage.
Is this boring?
So we basically build one harness and then they all just link together.
It's so weird for me to see things installed correctly. Like, you organize on a clean table, you're using anti-seize, like...
That is important because these aluminum, they'll gall the stainless, and so...
But we just
Putting
screw
it-
them in and then they gall.
And then you leave them because it's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not lunchtime yet. But the rest of your life is going to be very, very loud. This is loudness training day.
Lucas has the light bar set up.
Doing a little light bar is together. We'll just stand up. Now I see why your windshield's
I didn't
cracked.
stand on the windshield. I'm standing on the roll bar. That's what this is.
I heard a little...
That was just my toes rather than...
I may have to flip this bracket so that they end up...
Yeah, because I'm past by like an inch and a half. Like,
Just a board to run all the lights.
Yeah. So I think like that.
Yeah, that'd be
that's great.
perfect.
Yeah,
I think that's perfect. You
Yeah.
have running light, low beam, high beam, fog light, and then that one won't do anything.
All right.
Unless you want an extra horn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that one. Exactly.
I know what you meant, but I
Google that. Google that. Google that sound. You'll find it.
Even though I've been daily driving this Tesla for over 2 years now, I have never had road legal lights on it. Ready for the big reveal?
Probably about dusk, and I see this motorcycle, and I'm like, man, this motorcycle, it's got one really bright light, and that's it. And I'm like, no marker lights, nothing else. And I'm like, it gets closer, and sure enough, it's Edwin in the Tesla with absolutely no lights except for the one. And I was like, yeah, we need to get some better lights on this thing if he's gonna drive it on the street.
Yeah, it wasn't very safe. I never once got pulled over.
That's crazy.
I drove 2 years like that.
That's crazy.
The only downside to doing YouTube is we're always in a rush to finish our cars before the next week's episode. So it was so awesome to have Lucas and Milo's help and the help of Diode Dynamics to make a dream come true for me, getting this car where it was always meant to be. It just looks fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough.
we've got a random motorcycle size license plate here. And I think that's the pretty easy part to figure out where to mount that. Obviously, it'll go somewhere like there-ish. I'm just kind of looking at options, seeing what's gonna fit, what's gonna work. There we have a license plate frame holder plate thing with many hexagons. It's got this line through it for mounting purposes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. Einstein, hello, come here. This is new shop dog, Einstein. No, I'm just kidding, he's really not a shop dog. He's my wife's puppy, Byron. He's a certified good boy. Look at that face. Bjorn's a little jealous. I messed up, and there's a little corner of a hole that was in there, but it's gonna be behind a license plate, so I'll live with it. Now I want to make an axe with hexagons in it. That'd look really cool. Somewhere. I'd say that looks pretty spiffy, eh?
That looks great.
Yeah. I thought I'd get fancy and use the power ratchet for this one that's a little too close. Oh wait, what am I doing? I could just use an extension. It looks like I need to like tweak it a little bit. It's kind of crooked compared to the tire. I was messing around with these lights, and I like the idea of there being two lights here to kind of mirror the front with its two headlights. But I think that for taillights, these are just a little too bulky. So I went online and found these, which are meant to be turn signals and brake lights for the rear of a motorcycle, but I think I'm gonna order up those. They're $20, so two little round ones stacked vertically. It'll be extremely easy to mount, so I already ordered those. They'll be here shortly. I really like the way that plate looks on there, and somehow it makes the bike look just complete. It's been a minute since I've been working. I've been, taking a break from working on this because we had to do like Humvee trips and I'd go buy a Corvette and all sorts of stuff. Just average, everyday things. It's nice to be working on it again. I don't think it's strictly necessary, but definitely when you're driving this thing, it has a little bit of flex in it. And I don't know if this will change that in any way that you can feel, but it'll certainly make it stronger and just more rigid overall. And also, more importantly, I think it'll look better. I've always kind of thought this looked a little unfinished in here.
We gotta do some grind hard life updates. I'll start with the good news. Ethan's wife is back from serving in the Army, so we got Ethan full-time. It's great for their families, really nice. Now the bad news is we don't get to work with Will anymore. He realized that he was into other stuff than this off-road world we lived in, and didn't want to live in the middle of nowhere in North Idaho. I don't blame him. It's not for everyone, that's for sure. Just because you happen to be born here doesn't mean that it's for you. So this is our last video with Will. It sucks, but as you grow up, your interests change, you learn more, and it's what it is. So we're back to Ethan, Steven, and I, but we are seriously more excited than ever to keep making the most awesome off-road contraption videos that we can. We're doing our biggest giveaway ever. We have some huge videos coming up. You guys are about to learn why we bought this Corvette, and I think you'll be very pleased and probably a little surprised. So I figured that these are some pretty big changes, and it was good to give you guys an update. Thank you for all your support. We're humbled by it every day, and yeah, no hot take, no TMZ, no drama, just life rolls on. Gotta do what you're passionate about, and that is what matters at the end of the day.
Einstein's got to go through the rite of passage of dogs that grind hard. Sit on the tire.
Do you like the Colonel?
It's pretty comfy, isn't it?
Do you like the Colonel?
It's just your size.
Okay.